What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam, hope you guys are doing phenomenal today, man. Hope you guys have all had a great Sunday. Hope you guys are ready for Super Bowl 57. It is finally almost here in about 2 hours. Can't believe it. This season just absolutely flew by. The big game is almost here. It's going to be an incredible day of football. We're going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to talk about some final Super Bowl predictions. We are going to hop into some big game best ball tournaments through Underdog, and we're going to talk about my last minute favorite Super Bowl bets and props. Hit that like button on the way and hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you guys are new to the channel, hop in the live chat. Going to have some fun today. Going to talk some fantasy football. Going to talk some Super Bowl football. So, Spencer, what's going on, man? Big game draft. Yeah, man, let's enter one. Can't actually make those private, but you let me know when you're ready, and we can enter one together. And I'm going to do a couple of these, so we should be able to eventually get into one together. But as you can see, I mean, it is filling super quickly right now. I mean, we're at a 97% fill rate, and the current entries are just flying up. So, when the clock hits 3, I guess where I'm at is 4:24, but I will enter one at 4:26 exactly. Pull up the timer on Windows. I should be able to keep track here. So, but yeah, I want to enter quite a few of these. I mean, it is filling super quickly. So I've done a couple over the weekend. I just want to keep entering them, but I'll wait. Give you about a minute here, Spence, and anyone else who wants to hop into one will enter one at 4:26 p.m. Eastern time. And while we're waiting, while we're hopping into these, we'll just talk a little bit about the Super Bowl in general. I'm still leaning the Eagles. That's been my gut feeling all along. You know, it's been a week where I've gotten a little bit spooked, like we've talked about in a couple of the streams, but nonetheless, you know, as much as I don't want to bet against Patrick Mahomes, I'm still leaning Philadelphia Eagles to win the Super Bowl. So I think it's going to be a great game. I don't know if it's going to be as high scoring as some are thinking, but regardless, I think we're going to get a really good football game. We'll hop into a couple of my favorite bets as well. All right, Spence, should be any second now. Trying to get into one of these with you. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult. Ooh. Wow, like, yeah, these are just filling so quickly. I can't tell who's in here with me yet. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be possible for us to enter one together, Spencer, because people are just hopping into these like non-stop right now. So let me take a look. There might be, I don't think any of these are going to be well, we could do a 2-person draft. We could do a 3-person private draft. But yeah, we could run a 2-person for fun. But I really want to try and use most of my whatever you call it, money, I guess is what you call it, to enter as many of these as possible before the game starts, because this is definitely the best potential payout of any of the tournaments. So I got 1.1 here. So I have completed a couple drafts now with Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes. This is a super flex format, so you definitely want to have a couple lineups with those two guys in there, because theoretically they're going to give you the best potential points. So I mean, I don't mind going Hurts or Mahomes here. I definitely try to, you know, get some exposure to both. I'm going to go Mahomes here, because I do have a feeling that there could be a potential game script where Hurts doesn't need to throw the football as much as Mahomes needs to. And I could see some of those Eagles running backs getting very, very involved today. So for the sake of this specific draft, I will go with Mahomes. Yeah, Spence, I've gotten a couple where I'm at the 1.4 as well, and it doesn't necessarily feel great. But you can still throw together a pretty good team from literally any selection. Plus, what you see or are seeing of that is a lot of people are entering this format, and really trying to get exposure to different players. So you will see, I've literally seen Travis Kelce picked at 1.2 and 1.1 because people do want pieces of Kelce, and obviously, he's going at 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3 in a majority of these drafts. So there goes at 1.3. So if you want to make that jump, you're not going to be able to wait, in other words, to get Kelce at 1.4 and beyond, essentially. So I've seen people switch it up, in other words. So I'm literally just going to sit here and run these drafts, and we're going to talk about some props and everything. So last minute Super Bowl bets and all that good stuff. So DraftKings had, whether you believe the Chiefs are going to win or you believe the Eagles are going to win, they have lines for Philadelphia Eagles to win, or they have a separate line for the Kansas City Chiefs to win, and both teams to score 20 points or more. I don't have the odds pulled up for the Chiefs, but I do have it pulled up for the Eagles. It's plus 230. I think if you believe the Eagles are going to win this football game, that is a good line to take. Obviously a little bit riskier because you're now bringing in, hold on one sec. All right, let's go Pacheco here. I don't think I have any exposure to Juju, so I'm going to go Juju here. But yeah, obviously you hold a little bit more risk because now you need both teams to score 20 plus points on top of the risk of one team winning the game. But I do think those are pretty good bets. Whether you believe the Chiefs are going to win or the Eagles are going to win, you get a little bit of a higher odds with going, with both teams scoring 20 plus. They also have the lines for both team or either team to score, both teams to score 30 plus and either team to win. So Eagles to win and both teams to score 30 plus, Chiefs to win and both teams to score 30 plus. That is also I think that's far riskier, but that does exist. Another prop I really like is the Kansas City Chiefs total punts 3.5 or more. They have punted the football 4+ times every game for actually I can pull it up real quick. So that's sitting at minus 115. I actually really like that line. So yeah, so literally against the Bengals 4 punts, against Jacksonville 4 punts, against Las Vegas 4 punts, against Denver 5 punts, against Seattle 6 punts. Those are their last games since December 24th. So I really like that line as well. I really like Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals. Oh, I'm on the clock here. I'll go Kenneth Gainwell here. Why not? So I always think kicker props are a little risky, of course. But at the end of the day, I still like this prop. So Butker, let's see. He has kicked over 2 field goals every playoff game so far. And I just feel like the potential game script here could put the Chiefs in a position where they're going to be able to move the ball at times, but they're not going to be able to finish off drives every single time. So I do think, especially in the Super Bowl, we will see both teams take points at certain times in this game. And I just really feel like the Eagles are going to be able to hold... I'm just reading this last comment. There's 15 seconds of latency potential between the stream and speaking. Oh. Never mind. I was worried something was wrong with the stream. But yeah, I just really feel like there are going to be times in this game where the Eagles are able to hold the Chiefs from scoring, but the Chiefs are, on the other hand, are going to be able to get in field goal range. And I really like, I think early on in this game, early in the Super Bowl, you typically see teams kick field goals just trying to get points on the board. And then if anything happens later in the game, you see a lot of kicks at the end of the game. I just think Harrison Butker to kick more than 1.5 field goals is really good. This is a very risky bet, this one right here. And by the way, Butker is sitting at negative 125. But Kenneth Gainwell... total yards on his first rush. This is plus 105. A very risky bet. But Kenneth Gainwell, total yards on his first rush, 3.5 or more. That's a bet I like as well. I think that's it's a risky bet, but I think it's pretty juicy. Those would probably be, and then Kenneth Gainwell over 19.5. Ooh, nice. I'm going to go Kelsey here at 1.4. And I'm on, let's go Miles Sanders. Yeah, those are probably my favorite bets at the moment. So, all right, let me hop in the live chat, see what's going on with everybody. J-Dubs, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Spence, if you click the date and time on Windows, it shows the exact seconds. Can I do that? I've got, there's my security. Hold on, I'm doing my second screen. Oh, I can't. I'll try and figure it out. I think it's going to be practically impossible for anyone to get into one of these together at the same time. J-Dubs, not a big fan of Super Bowl best ball drafts. Too many common combinations, but looks fun. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you also have to get some exposure to really random players. Like, Justin Watson, Noah Gray, CEH, Sky Moore, even Watkins. Like, I would take a chance on any of those guys. And you know, because, like, you're going to probably see someone really random score in this game. And I would be willing to bet the right combination of winning teams is going to have a very random player on it. Sir Bongs a lot. Hello, hello. Ghost Hunter, what's up, bro? I appreciate you stopping by. What's up, man? John, I got a haircut and I got violated. I got even up the back of my head with a beard trimmer. Oh no. Yeah, it's never fun when you walk out of there and your hair does not look exactly how you want it. Godfather, what's up, bro? Hello, hello. Click on the date and time. That's all I got. That's all I got down there, man. All right, I'm going to try and get a little crazy here. Let's go Kadarius Toney. And this is so random. Let's go Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Like, I just want some combinations of really random players. Like, we got Kelsey and Sanders. Let's go with some random players. Why not? All right, let's hop into another one. Let's see. But I really do think it's just going to be difficult to get into any together. Because, like, literally, like, since I clicked on this one, we've had 6 entries. When we started the stream, this was at a 97% fill rate. It's now at 98. Literally, there's been like almost 30 new entries since we've looked at this. So I really think it's gonna be just almost impossible to get into any together, unfortunately. I will say tonight, like later on, after I've got the baby down, I'll let you guys know on Discord. But I'd be happy to hop into some way too early best ball drafts with you guys while the game is on. Maybe even run a mock draft for those of you who are interested. I know we didn't mock yesterday. I know we didn't mock today. I know we didn't mock Friday either. So I know some of you guys have been trying to get some going on Discord. If you guys do want to run one later, I'm not going to be able to stream, but I'd be happy to run one with you guys on my phone. And I definitely am down to hop into some best ball drafts as well. Ghost Hunter, predictions on what song Rihanna's going to sing. Definitely Umbrella. There's no way she gets out of there without singing Umbrella. But that would probably be at like -1,000 if there are odds. All right, let's go A.J. Brown and Goddard. Like, you really just want to change these up every single time. I know, my PC is apparently weird. I'm sorry, Spence. Derek Carr is not accepting any trade offers on the part of the Raiders. He will be released. Yes, I saw that as well. Good update, J-Dubs. Also saw, according to reports, the Jets have inquired with the Packers for a trade for Aaron Rodgers. So that could be a thing as well. Should have already heard the rumors there, but there are further rumors for you guys there. All right, so looking at pick'ems on Underdog, I threw together just a couple small ones, and once again, like they're kind of random. So let's see if this will show up on the screen for you guys. All right, give us Sauce and Wilson in the first. There's no way they're trading Sauce. No way. All right, so kind of random here. MVS over 6.25 fantasy points. You're basically betting that he's going to score a touchdown. You know, probably pretty difficult. This is half PPR for him to hit that line if he does not score a touchdown. I've got Isaiah Pacheco under 11.5 rushing attempts. I like that line a lot, actually. Hold on, I'm on the clock here. Let's go Gainwell, and let's take somebody super, super random. Chad Henne. No, it's too random. You know, I'm going to take Butker. Kenneth Gainwell over 19.5 rushing yards. You guys have already heard me talk about that all week. I really like that line. Miles Sanders to score a touchdown, and Butker over 1.5 field goals. Another random one. I've got Goddard over 5 receptions, which is a little high. This is kind of like if this game turns into a shootout type parlay, so to speak, right? Jalen Hurts over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Devonta Smith more than 5.5 receptions. Patrick Mahomes 23.5 completions, or over 23.5 completions. Kelsey to score a touchdown. It's literally a $3 entry. So, but yeah, that's just kind of like I had an uneven amount of money in my account and just threw that one together. But the original prop parlay on Underdog that Steve and I threw together, Kelsey to score a touchdown, Hurts over 1, or literally just a total yard, passing, rushing, doesn't matter, which that line is probably gone by now. Kenneth Gainwell over 19.5 rushing yards, Sky Moore over 7.5 receiving yards, and Butker to make 1.5 field goals. Man, I got a lot on Butker kicking 1.5 field goals, so I surely hope that works out. But there's some little picks for you guys on Underdog as well. And let's hop into another Super Bowl draft. Can't wait for the Saints to get Carr so you can finally have a team with a decent defense. Yeah, I think the Saints are taking steps in the right direction. Rodgers ain't getting traded for anything less than 2 firsts. Yeah, I definitely think the first rounder part is not crazy at all. But, you know, you're not getting Sauce and Wilson. Carr makes the Saints a playoff team, especially in that division. I think Miami picks up Jimmy G as a backup to Tua. It'd be interesting to see where Jimmy Garoppolo goes. The defense is still pretty good even when they didn't have Lattimore basically all year. Yeah, they did have a good year defensively. So, I mean, the division, like, you know, Jacobs pointed out, the division is just super, super weak. So, I don't think it's crazy at all. I mean, who's going to quarterback the Bucks and the Panthers and the Falcons? I mean, I don't really know what they're doing either. So, could be possible for sure. I mean, I feel like before the Bucks had Brady, like that division on a yearly basis was just kind of a, you know, crapshoot anyways. All right, let's go Hurts. Last time we had 1.1 or 1.2, we went Mahomes, so let's take Hurts here. Spence, Mahomes, Goddard, MVS, and Elliott. Yeah, man, just random combinations. Keep them coming. That's your best bet. All right, a couple prize picks, props I've got going as well. Let's see. I got Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. More than 1.5 passing touchdowns in the first half. A little bit risky, but I think it could happen. Tommy Townsend, the Chiefs punter, more than 3.5 punts. I love this prop line on Prize Picks. Got Noah Gray over 12.5 receiving yards. I mean, it's risky, but one of these backup tight ends is probably going to show up for the Chiefs today. Zach Pascal, less than 4.5 receiving yards. Risky. If he gets one catch, he probably breaks that line, but recently he has not been involved at all. Kenneth Gainwell, once again, over 19.5 rushing yards. Boston Scott, more than 7.5 rushing yards. The Boston Scott line has been the best on Price Picks so far, sitting at 7.5 rushing yards or more. I really like that line. All right, let's see here. Give me Pacheco. I'll go MVS here. Jack Stoll, the tight end on the Eagles, more than half of a fantasy point. So literally, Prize Picks goes by full PPR. If he gets one catch, he hits that line. I like that line a lot. MVS, more than 2.5 receptions. I do think MVS is going to have a rough day, but I do think he could easily hit that line as well. Dallas Goedert, more than 4.5 receptions. A little bit less on Prize Picks, a little bit of a better line on Prize Picks. I like that line a lot. And I've got a free square. Once again, Patrick Mahomes, more than half of a passing yard. So that's really all I've got. Those couple of props that we went over at the beginning of this stream, and then all those individual props on Underdog and Price Picks. That's what I'm going with for today. J-Dubs, there's such a high possibility that you end up splitting the pot in these drafts at best. It's true, but it's fun. It's fun. All right. I'm going to go Sky Moore. Why not? Y'all hear about OU moving to SEC a year early? It's going to be a rough football season, especially considering what happened this most recent season. I did not see that. J-Dubs, Chris Jones will need to show up today 100%. And I think he's got a tough task with that offensive line for the Eagles. Yeah, I'm okay with the 50K split. I'm trying to get more into some DFS drafts like this. So it's fun. Oh, man, I got the 1.4 again. What's the buy-in, though? $5. Yeah. Yeah, I like this specific entry, J-Dubs. I haven't really messed around. Like, the goal line is okay, but it's still a little bit of a higher entry at 25. Big board slow draft right now. 3 picks away. I took Kelsey. So here's a little... hold on, I'm on the clock over here. Go Goddard. Go against the ADP. Oh, I got 2 picks. All right, give me Brown. Why not? Here's a look at a slow draft for the big board, 2023 pre-draft best ball. So I took Kelsey at 1.5. I'm going to try and get some decent exposure to Kelsey this year. But you guys see how early quarterbacks are already going. I mean, J-Dubs and I ran a draft the other night where Mahomes went at 2.1. You're going to see quarterbacks go at the very first turn of the second round, undoubtedly. So just be prepared for that overall. But yeah, I'm trying to get some exposure to Kelsey. I'll probably go receiver at the 20th overall pick and probably receiver at the 29th overall pick, then try and hit on a stack. I mean, I'm really trying to, plan my wide receiver selections. I mean, obviously I'm going receiver early and then really trying to make a plan to go with a quarterback, to pair with those receivers for a stack overall. And I've been going pretty light at running back early and just pretty light at running back overall. I feel like I've been able to find pretty good overall value at the running back position, but a majority of my Underdog drafts this year are going to be hero running back style, zero running back style, and then we will get some exposure to some early round running backs as well. But like I said, a majority of them will be hero running back style for the most part, a little bit of zero running back. So at this point, drafting so early, I don't have a problem with kind of holding off, so to speak, on some of those stud running backs. All right, give me McKinnon. And let's just take a wild card. Let's go Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just super stupid draft there. But yeah, there's a little bit of a look at things. They should line up Jason Kelsey at DN and just have him go against Travis. That would be interesting. Let's see. Trevor Lawrence been consistently going the 5th round. Yeah, I've really liked the value of Trevor Lawrence in a lot of the draft so far. Give you advice, there's a lot of value running backs around 6 to 7. I absolutely agree. Yeah, I've already seen that in the few that I've done. Go wide receiver early, yeah. Cam Akers and Connor goes pick 84 and 86, yep. Yeah, the value has definitely been there. I might not be able to finish one, but do you guys want to hop into pre-draft best ball? Let me know. These aren't filling nearly as quickly, so let me know. I might not be able to finish the whole thing on stream, but if you guys want to hop into one, I'm happy to jump into one. Those of you who are interested. Spence, my Underdog picks are these. Hurts under half an interception, so no interceptions. Mahomes lower than 317.5 passing yards. I don't hate that. Mahomes under 18.5 rushing yards. I do like that line. Hurts over half of a yard. Promo line, of course, take that. Kelsey for a touchdown. Smith over half a reception, so 1 reception, a promo. I didn't see that promo. Ghost Hunter, I don't know what those words even mean, but I would join if I could. 100%, man. Yeah, let's see what the fill rate's looking like. Yeah, I mean, if you guys enter one, I don't even know if we'll get one filled, to be honest. But if you enter the lobby for the big board, you know, it might take a little bit because a lot of people are just focusing their energy, money, etc. on Super Bowl stuff. But yeah, if you guys enter this, even if the stream ends, I'll definitely draft with you guys. So I'm in the lobby right now, so we should be able to fill this out within the next hour, I would assume. So yeah, just stay in there, and eventually we'll get into a draft today together, which should be fun. Spencer, my price picks, I've got Mahomes over half a passing yard, Gainwell over 19.5. Yeah, I'm a promo guy. The odds on the promo is making a profitable bet. Yep, I love those lines for sure. I've got both of those running as well, man. Should be easy money for you. All right, this is actually filling a little bit quicker than I thought, so 4 spots left if you guys want to hop into that as well. All right, man. Yeah, I just ended up having time to stream today. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to, but the baby's down for a nap right now with mom, and figured I'd hop on, talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, and give you guys my final thoughts and props and bets, and enter some degenerate drafts like this. So only got enough money for 2 more, but it should make for some fun. All right, we got J-Dubs in. Let's go. Yeah, I'm still sticking. Let me know, like, your guys' thoughts here. I'm still sticking with the Eagles to win. I just really feel in my heart that's what's going to happen. It's my gut feeling, and I've hit on my gut feeling like the last 3 years in the Super Bowl. So who knows? I could be wrong, but I just really try to not be swayed out of, you know, that initial gut feeling. But I think the Chiefs are a very, very good football team. You know, they're not nearly as complete. They don't have as good of a roster as the Eagles, but they literally have Patrick Mahomes and I would say the better coaching staff, which could easily guide them to a win. Just literally Patrick Mahomes and the coaching staff alone. So it's definitely tough. Like Spencer saying, not betting on either Chiefs or Eagles. Woke up and don't feel good about either. Yeah, and I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit. Not even close. All right, let's go, J-Dubs. Getting some more practice in, man. Yeah, and if you don't feel good about a bet in either direction, then don't make the bet, you know? Coin flip in the Gatorade color to be yellow. Those are fun. What sports books had those types of bets? I also saw out there you could bet on Andy Reid getting doused in barbecue sauce. The Chiefs win, which was like one of the most ridiculous things I saw, but also an awesome bet. Ghost Hunter is saying, I hope Jalen Hurts does well at least. Love that guy. Yeah, man. I think he will. I absolutely think he will. All right, this is frozen. Hold on. Okay, draft start in 3 seconds. All right, so I'm at 1.3. I should be able to land. I mean, 1.3 is kind of a weird spot because you're kind of put in a position where you almost feel like you have to take a stud running back, or you're taking Cooper Kupp or Tyreek Hill, which I got no problem with either. This would be a weird team. Let's go Jake Elliott. I mean, I would prefer Chase here, but I might go with a little bit of a hero RB build here and go McCaffrey. Got some exposure to Kelsey. I mean, the other thought is I go Tyreek Hill, Diggs, Adams, Kupp, which I really don't have any issue with, but let's go C-Mac. Let's go with a little hero RB build. A true hero RB. And let's enter another Super Bowl draft. Degenerate bets, that's right. Yeah, CMC or Kelsey are really your only picks here. And like I just took Kelsey in another draft, so I'll roll with C-Mac here. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? All right, man. What are you guys eating tonight? What's the grub looking like? What's the grub situation? I've been looking for an excuse to make chicken and dumplings, and I was gonna do it on Christmas, and then I planned very poorly and like wasn't gonna get any of my groceries till Christmas Eve. And then by the time I could go, all the grocery stores were closed. So I never got to do that. So I am making chicken and dumplings today. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually eat today, but it's like, I don't know where your guys' weather, like what it looks like, but it's super rainy and cold right now where I'm at. So I felt like that would be nice, but it takes a long time. They're just still sitting in the crock pot. They won't be ready for like another 2 hours. I'm going to make some wings in the air fryer. Super stoked for that. And I'm going to make some nachos, and that should do. I haven't really ate much today. Neither did the wife. But we did, you know. Ooh, I'm hitting. Okay, Travis Kelce all day. Her birthday was yesterday. We ate pretty good yesterday. We had like a big brunch and like a big dinner. But nonetheless, we've been like trying to like just kind of fast today and just eat a ton of food tonight. Don, what's up, man? All the edibles. Yeah, man. Gotta enjoy that game, right? Should be fun. Good to see you, Don. J-Dubs, I saw that fancy salmon. That's a nice choice. Spence, I hate how Kelce is up there now. Yeah, and like I said it all last off, or like I was really surprised going into last season that we never really saw Kelce move up the boards, because 2 years ago, Kelce in a lot of leagues was a top 5, top 6, top 7 draft pick. I really thought going into this last season we would see Kelce back up at that level, because he was kind of lingering around the end, or excuse me, beginning of the second, end of the first, and he kind of stayed there, you know. And then this season we see Kelce coming back up to that 1.4, 1.7 range, which he deserves to be there, especially when you saw the point differential between overall tight ends this past year and how much of a crapshoot the tight end position was. So Jack's frozen pizza, that sounds good. I thought about getting a frozen pizza today as well. 45 and sunny. Oh, I'm jealous, Spence. Don, super rainy and cold is my favorite weather for pho. Yeah, man, I could destroy some pho. J-Dubs, going Diggs, I have too much Tyreek exposure. I like it. I like it. Too bad you didn't land Allen, though. You ever seen Allen Hurts Mahomes just go very early? Very, very early. So if you want one of those quarterbacks on your team, if you're planning for a stack, you're going to have to go after those guys early. All right, let's go McKinnon here. I'm going to take a super random pick for this final pick for the big game. 50 degrees out and sunny, nice for a walk or run. Man, I'm jealous. We were just getting back to the weather where we could take the baby on walks again, which is like super nice. And then it started getting rainy and cold again. I'm like, dang it. Dang it. So I'm definitely jealous, man. All right, let's see. Let's just go Butker here. Keep it simple. All right, so I want to go receiver here. I'm going to go Garrett Wilson, and I'm happy with that. I do think you're going to start to see a lot of strategies form at the current moment, current atmosphere, where Garrett Wilson is selected pretty early, mid-second to late second rounds, and people are going after Aaron Rodgers as a value quarterback. Like when you look at the quarterback rankings, right, Aaron Rodgers is pretty far down. Wow. I mean, he's between Bryce Young and Geno Smith. So don't, I mean, it's all in theory, right? You're risking it because if, Rodgers doesn't go to Wilson, then you're not securing any stack whatsoever. But who do I like here? I'm going to go Chris Olave. I mean, I love Metcalf there. I think Hopkins and Debo, Cooper, all kinds of good values there. But like, I really just want to try and get some exposure to different players. Let's go Olave. Let's say he takes a big leap in his sophomore year, you know? I think Wilson will be overdrafted. Spencer says sophomore slump. Yeah, I mean, I like Wilson next year, but I'm not expecting anything crazy out of him necessarily, regardless of who the quarterback is. Same with Chris Olave. Like, I think they'll have solid sophomore years, but I'm not expecting them to be, give us insane value. I don't think they're up there with like Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson in terms of the leaps that they took as wide receivers, but I still think just very good, productive seasons coming up. Where you look at some of the other receivers in this range who are more veteran-esque, maybe get a little bit of a question mark around them at times. Plus, in best ball drafts, I'm definitely looking at receivers who could potentially be healthier towards the end of the season and throughout the season as well. So the other thing you want to start thinking about is like narratives around teams later in the season, like what teams are going to be competing for playoff spots and playoff seeding, because you typically are going to get more competitive games out of those receivers, or just players in general, I should say, in that range of time as well, if that makes sense. So hard to guess this early in the year, but nonetheless, might as well try, right? All right, so we've already seen a team with 2 quarterbacks in Josh Allen and Justin Fields. Quarterbacks are going to be the, outside of the running back landscape that we're about to encounter going into the year with so many, free agents emerging, a good running back draft class, guys who need, new contracts. Running backs should be really interesting to navigate this offseason, but on top of that, from a pure fantasy perspective, we are definitely going to see a lot of quarterbacks drafted earlier than the last couple of seasons, so that's going to be another dynamic that we're definitely going to be chasing. Yeah, J-Dubs, not this again. Yeah, I mean, unless he drafts 8 quarterbacks, we have nothing to worry about. I don't think going after 2 quarterbacks is going to be too crazy. I think we're probably going to see that in quite a few drafts. 2 quarterbacks early, I should say. But, I was about to say, if he drafts a 3rd quarterback here, then maybe we have a situation like that last draft we hopped into together. But it doesn't look like we're necessarily getting that so far. But we'll find out. But, yeah, so J-Dubs, by the way, that draft that we did is still live. Like, it hasn't been nullified or anything. So it might stay, because when you look at the teams in that draft, everyone got at least 2 quarterbacks, but we just have the one mean jerk, I was going to say bad words, decided not to, who took 8 quarterbacks. I mean, Jalen Hurts, Brady, Stafford, Stroud, Goff, Wilson, Dalton, Jordan Love. And I was actually, I was okay with this draft, but I really actually wanted Jordan Love in this round. Because I have Purdy and Trevor Lawrence. I felt like Jordan Love would have been a good value here. That was like really the only one that really got to me, But yeah, I mean, listen, when this guy took Tom Brady in the 6th round, I was like, okay. And when he took Fournette at 8.7, and even Stafford at 7.6, I mean, I was like, okay. I mean, like, this guy obviously really sucks, or he's just being a dick. And then as the draft went on, I was like, okay, he's just being a dick. But, so it hasn't been nullified. And I actually kind of hope that it's not, because I really like this team, actually. But we'll see what happens. All right, just in time. I'm on the clock. Man, there's some value players right here. All right, I'm just going to take Trevor Lawrence because I don't want to miss out on a quarterback. But there are some interesting running backs here. But like I said, I'm going hero running back. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good value players who are available right now. It's warm in Wisconsin when we got 8 inches 5 days ago, and now the only snow that left is stuff on corners I got stacked up from the plows. Seeing grass like this in February is a treat. Nice. It might be due to the fact that quarterback spreads are fair. Yeah, and like, I won't be surprised at all. But I I also think with just how early we're drafting, maybe they're not going to nullify as many drafts. But I hope that draft stands because that guy's not going to go anywhere with that team. So you basically have like one team essentially eliminated. And then I know you really liked your draft. I really liked my draft as well. So I hope we get to keep that squads, I should say. Where do I want to go with this next pick? Man, this is tough. Like, it's... You guys know that I want some exposure to DeAndre Swift, but I'm going hero running back. There's a lot of tight ends available right now that I think are really interesting, but I'm going to hold off there. I'm going to go receiver, and I'm going to take a stack here. I'm going to go Christian Kirk since I've got T-Law on this squad. See how that works out. Very vulgar, Spence. Very vulgar. Yeah, I try to keep it clean. Just because, like, every now and then you hear, like, a horror story about, like, YouTube channels that curse a lot and, like, you know, monetization and everything. So I try to keep it clean. But every now and then, some bad words come out on the stream. Hey, Gob joined the Discord. Let's go. J-Dub's going 0 running back. Oh, I like the start here, J-Dubs. 4 receivers. We threw together quite a few squads last year that were of that style. Amber, hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by. What's going on? Happy Super Bowl Sunday to you. I hope all is well with you as well. Really appreciate you coming through the stream. Guys, we're less than an hour and a half away from the Super Bowl. Let's go. I'm excited, man. Probably going to try and round this stream out at an hour even. So probably about another 20 minutes of us just hanging out, drafting. We threw together a ton of Super Bowl drafts. If you guys have any other props you want me to go over, any other bets you guys want me to go over, let me know. But yeah, we'll just hang out for another 20 minutes or so. Keep going here on our best ball draft for J-Dubs. And yeah, man. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to start cooking like crazy. All right, lots of receivers gone here in the 5th round. JSN, Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, Judy, Pittman, McLaurin, Keenan Allen, all gonzo. And into 6th round we go. Right, 6th round? Yeah. I appreciate you guys hanging out today, by the way, man. Appreciate you guys coming out. I know it's kind of like a busy day for everyone, and people are all over the place. So for those of you guys who stopped by the stream, thank you guys for being here, man. By the way, I need pictures of your Super Bowl plates tonight on Discord. I need food pictures tonight, man. I need to see some crazy plate action. Not much value on DK in general right now. It feels like the Sharps snatched it all pretty quick. Yeah, I saw a couple lines that I liked on there. I really like, whether you think the Eagles or Chiefs are going to win, I really like, you know, Eagles to win plus both teams to score 20 plus and vice versa. If you think the Chiefs are going to win, Chiefs to win and both teams score 20 plus. Ghost Hunter, have a great night, man. Hope you enjoy the Super Bowl, man. Hope you have a great night. Appreciate you hanging out for a bit, my dude. Spence had to grind out like 5 hours of real estate finance so I could actually watch the game. Let's go, man. Let's go. Glad you got it out of the way. Glad you can relax for the night. Enjoy the big game. All right, I don't know. J-Dubs just went Kyle Pitts. I got to make a plan here. Tyler Lockett, just a really good value there. I would have absolutely taken Lockett there. I might go for Ayuk here. I don't mind Hollywood Brown because I think in the later half of the season he's going to be pretty productive and Kyler's back, which could be good for best ball. So I'll go Hollywood or Ayuk here. I think I might actually try and go Hollywood. go Hollywood. My top target, I'm going to go Evan Ingram. And assume that he's on Jacksonville next year. Build a little bit of a Jacksonville stack here. Yeah, Kyle Pitts at a good ADP for sure, J-Dubs. For sure. Half unit on tight end the scorer, first touchdown, and an SGP for the $5 free bet. I'm going to try to predict a side. Both these teams are great. I'm expecting a whoever has the ball last win kind of affair. Yeah, I could absolutely see that being the case as well. I think those are all good, safe bets as well, man. Yeah, you guys know that I stayed away from Kyle Pitts last year. Just was going way too high, in my opinion, and I think that shaped out. But I mean, part of that, the Falcons' fault, not exactly his fault for not being utilized, but nonetheless, I just didn't like where he was going in drafts in terms of the draft strategies that I was implementing over the offseason. So, all right, I'm going to take my tight end, go Evan Ingram here. Got to get them stacks going, baby. When Atlanta brings in a veteran quarterback, that ADP is going to creep to 4th again. It is possible. I didn't watch any UFC last night. Did not. Kind of worried that Pacheco gets supplanted at running back. Doesn't have the draft capital. Yeah, I was actually surprised to see Pacheco go at 7.2. I mean, I guess not that crazy, but I feel like he's been going a little bit later. All right, this should be an interesting round. So the 6th round, once again, plenty of receivers. Jordan Addison, Brandon Ayuk, Hollywood Brown, Drake London, Tyler Lockett, Mike Evans, and DJ Moore gone. We've got 2 tight ends in Dallas Goedert and Kyle Pitts. We've got 3 running backs in Aaron Jones, Alvin Kamara, and Damon Pierce gone. Into the 7th round, we've got Deontay Johnson, Isaiah Pacheco, Evan Ingram, and J.K. Dobbins off of the board. There goes Treylon Burks. All right, so obviously going hero running back here, I need to start looking at the running back position a little bit heavily. I still think there's good value sitting there. But we've got 4 receivers, so we're at a pretty good point there. We need to start adding some running back depth, and we need to think of a late-round quarterback or 2 to add to the squad. I'll probably, for a majority of my beginner builds here this early, I'm probably only going to go double tight end, double quarterback, and fill out the rest at running back and receiver. Especially going hero running back, I want to try and find some value in later rounds. So, but we're sitting at a pretty good point for receiver. Probably need to start filling out at running back now that we've got our first quarterback, first tight end, and our hero running back as well. Love that pick of Cam Akers at 7.8. I really do think he's being undervalued right now. When you look at those last couple games of the season, I mean, he was like your RB4 in the last month of fantasy football. I don't really feel like the Rams have any reason to not utilize him next year. Just got to get hot at the right time, right? Nick, what's up, man? Good to see you. What's up? What's up? I got the Eagles. I'm still leaning Eagles. Still leaning Eagles. Don't make me change my mind. I mean, I think the Chiefs are a phenomenal team. I think they're very, very well coached. I think Patrick Mahomes is incredible. I think Kelsey's great. I think the defense has played really well throughout the playoffs. I think they have a great defensive coordinator when it comes to the playoffs. But at the end of the day, and don't get me wrong, I will not be surprised if the Chiefs win this game. But at the end of the day, I'm just leaning the Chiefs. Excuse me, I'm leaning the Eagles. Damn it. See, you guys got me. I'm still leaning the Eagles. I think they're the more complete roster. I've believed in them since the offseason. I just am going to stay with the Eagles. Been saying it the last 2 weeks. I'm not changing my mind. What's up, Jane? Hello, hello. Hope you have a great night. Hope you guys enjoy the game. Always great to have you stop by. I got to update you on my chicken and dumplings pretty shortly here. Yeah, always nice when you can, when you don't have to worry about a position later on, especially the wide receiver position, right, J-Dubs? I know, that was bad, Don. That was weird. Spence, very weird kind of TMI thing. Let's go. You'll ever get a zit on your back that you didn't know was there, but as soon as you feel it, you can't not feel it. Oddly enough, I don't get a lot of zits on my back. But that sounds... I think I understand what you're saying, though. I think I do. J-Dubs, you got to quit with the late round running back value. Oh, gosh, we're going to be competing against each other, aren't we? Two really good picks there. And Akers and Connor for you. Where am I going to go with this next pick? In that same tier, I like Brian Robinson. I like A.J. Dillon in late rounds, too. I mean, you saw Dillon get really hot at the end of last season as well. So we're in the end of the 8th round. Here are the quarterbacks that are available. Cousins, Tua, Danny Dimes, Kyler Murray, Jared Goff, Russell Wilson, Trey Lance, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers. Still some good value there. Tight ends available. We got Njoku, Freiermuth, Knox, Kmet, Dolchich, Higbee, and Conquo, Hill, Ertz, Everett, Hurst, and Michael Mayer. I mean, still some good value at tight end as well. Receivers starting to look pretty thin. We got Bateman, Sutton, Tony, Josh Downs, Juju, Cooks, Myers, Hyatt, DPJ, Zay Jones, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Boyd. Some good value there still, don't get me wrong. But yeah, for this squad, I absolutely got to start taking some running backs. Who's your bet for Super Bowl MVP? I'm going to be really boring. Spence, Mahomes, or Hurts? I really think it'll be one of the two. I think both are going to have good enough games that whoever wins, whether it's the Chiefs or Eagles, is going to end up with their respective quarterback as the Super Bowl MVP. All right, I'll go Brian Robinson as my RB2. I really like the value of Brian Robinson in a lot of mock drafts that we've been doing with the community and so far in Underdog drafts as well. But, you know, should you ever trust a Washington player? Probably not. Probably not. Not a fun answer, but flip a coin for one of the QB. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Don. You know, I've heard Kelsey. I've heard some of the running backs mentioned. I will say, if it's not a quarterback, I do think it will be a player like Hassan Reddick, a linebacker, outside linebacker, edge rusher. I could easily see that happening as well. But like, if I was going to bet on it, it's Mahomes or Hurts, just the safest. And I know a lot of people are going Kelsey as well. All right, so this guy totally stole my pick there. I'm going to go Kyler. I'm going to take a quarterback early. I'll go Kyler since I've got Hollywood. Don't ask me why. I think Kelsey or one of the Philadelphia receivers gets it. Yeah, it's just when you look at the Super Bowl MVPs over the last couple of years, it's literally just been like quarterbacks and linebackers. Julian Edelman sprinkled in there. It's usually quarterbacks. Let's see. Whew. And yeah, so, I mean, receivers as well. So, Cooper Kupp, Tom Brady, Mahomes, Edelman, Foles, Nick Foles, Tom Brady, Von Miller, Tom Brady, Malcolm Smith out of Seattle at the linebacker position, Joe Flacco, Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Antonio Holmes, receiver for Pittsburgh, Eli Manning. Man, Eli Manning won it twice. That's right. Peyton Manning, Hines Ward, Deion Branch, receiver for New England, Tom Brady, Dexter Jackson, cornerback out of Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, Ray Lewis, Kurt Warner, John Elway, Terrell Davis, the last running back to win it. And I think that's 1998. So, but who knows, man? I mean, anything can happen, right? I just always go back to James White. Like, Edelman had a great game that year. Brady had a very good game that year. But James White had the best game, in my opinion, out of any Patriots player on that team and still didn't win it. Don, the Galaxy brain answer is Frank Clark. Undersized pass rusher with unique talent. Maybe gives Eagles amazing O-line looks they're not used to. I don't think that's too crazy as well. But I think that he's going to have a pretty tough challenge today. 3 weeks into the semester, my grades are better than they ever have been before. Let's go. And keep this up for 3 more weeks. Let's go. Let's go. Give me my credits. Super piece of paper. Let's go. J-Dubs, I wanted Charbonnet. Oh, I know that hurts. I actually almost went Charbonnet. Not going to lie. But I didn't. I almost went Rashad White as well, but I just decided to go quarterback. Now I don't really need to worry about quarterback. I could get a late round flyer guy, because obviously Kyler's going to miss some time, but I think T-Law will hold me through until Kyler's back. And, you know, I get the stack with Hollywood, and it is what it is. But I got to take 2 running backs here, like, no doubt. And I missed out on a couple good names: Charbonnet, Rashad White, Jamal Williams. Looking at who's available, I mean, Herbert, Monty, Zeke, Hunt, Fournette, Gibson, Madison, McKinnon, Mitchell, Gainwell. I do think that there's still some pretty good value. I think T-Law becomes a top 3 quarterback in fantasy next year. I will not be surprised if they take that much of a drastic leap forward next year. I will not be surprised at all. At all. Could be a Burrow type situation. Crazy wide receiver room, great coach, great running back. Just need help at O-line, 100%. Man, I was kind of hoping Zay Jones would fall out here. Could be another player I could get here. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I would not hate David Montgomery right here by any means. I don't really hate Zeke at this point either. If I could lock up those 2 guys, I'd be okay with the start to this team. And then you just kind of fill out, get a flyer at tight end who I have faith in. Oh, there goes Monty. All right, I'll take Zeke. That's fine. I mean, yeah, there's still plenty of good tight ends available. So just take someone I have faith in. Trey McBride would be interesting with this build so far. Still some decent receivers out there, too. We're definitely going to have to fill out the wide receiver position. Ooh, I just don't know if I want to pull the trigger on any of these running backs right here. Gibson would be interesting, being that we have Robinson. Fournette is interesting, but I think I might just lock up a quarterback, or I might go tight end here. Tell you what, if Cole Kmet, when did Cole Kmet go? Yeah, he's not too far from when we picked. If Kmet was here, I'd take Kmet in a heartbeat. Greg Dulcich is interesting. All right. Give me Aaron Rodgers. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. We just need to load up at running back. I mean, I just got to build a queue that is literally ridiculous. I mean, literally just going to put every running back of value, including rookies, on here and just see who we can fill out. So anyone who could give us any type of value. I actually think that there's some okay value here. James Robinson. All right, that's probably about as far as I'll go. All right, so we have running backs set up. Then we can just kind of keep an eye, and honestly, we probably just need to set up receivers as well, because we're going to have to fill out at that position too. Just really anyone that we have any faith in whatsoever. John Mechie and Curtis Samuel, I think, are 2 players that are showing really good value so far in these early drafts. You know I love my 20th round receivers, man. All right, that should be good at receiver for now. And then the other thing we need to do is just keep an eye on the tight end position, because we're going to need another tight end on this squad, undoubtedly. Got to tend to these animals so I can lock in this game. Good luck with all the bets tonight. 100%, man. Hope you have a great night. Hope you enjoy the game, man. I appreciate you hanging out. Are you going live post-game? Nope, just this stream, and that'll do it. I'm going to be way too full of food and just going to chill out for the night, man. But hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram, whatever. And I'll probably hit you. I'll be probably talking to you guys on Discord all night long. So, like I said, if you guys want to run any best ball drafts, if you guys want to run any mock drafts, let me know. We can get some planned for later tonight as well. Have a great night, Don. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, no, it's all good, Spence. Yeah. No post stream. All right, so we are at an hour for the stream. So let's run one more Super Bowl draft. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's filled. We missed it. It's full. It's full. Well, we got in quite a few, so that's all good. I did a couple last night, did a couple the night before, but yeah. I mean, guys, we're an hour away from the Super Bowl. Let's go. Let's go. I only have $5 in my account, so you know what? We might as well throw together a pick 'em. Nah, I'm just gonna leave that. We can put it towards best ball. Why not? All right, I'll finish out these next couple rounds, and then yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. That's a good point, Spence. Yeah, we'll finish out these next 2 rounds, and I'll go ahead and sign off. I got to start cooking. Like, seriously, I really got to start cooking. All right, 2 running backs I want here are Eli Mitchell and Kenneth Gainwell. But there are some receivers sitting here that I really like, too. This is tough. There are some receivers here that I really like. Trust the process. Take 2 running backs. Give me Eli Mitchell and Gainwell. Yeah, let me take a look at your squad, J-Dubs. Diggs, St. Brown, Metcalf, Ridley, Judy. Love that. And Randall Robinson, a great pick at receiver at 12.5. Good with Kyle Pitts and Greg Dulcich. Good tight end room. Good with the late round running back value in Akers, Connor, and White. Obviously, you'll probably fill out a couple more at that position. Quarterback's the only thing concerning me. I know Trey Lance has been your guy in late rounds. Not going to knock that, but you're going to need help at quarterback on this team either way. And quite a few have gone already in these last 2 rounds. So, but yeah, I mean, receivers look great. Late round running back value looks great. Tight end value looks great for sure, man. So yeah, I just love this tier of receivers. KJ Osborne, Rondell Moore, 2 guys that I really, really like in terms of value. Plus, I've got the Kyler Murray Hollywood stack already going. I'm really tempted to try and take Rondell Moore here. But I really think that Kenneth Gainwell is going to have a good year next year. So I'll take Gainwell. We need the running back help anyways. So got to unwrap the pizza. Just so much effort. Number 6 has been sniping you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone has a phenomenal night, man. I hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl. I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everyone eats a ton of good food. I hope all your guys' bets and parlays and props, I hope they all hit. I hope you guys enjoy a great game of football. I really think we're going to get a good night of football tonight. Yeah, man, that's going to do it for the stream. Just wanted to hop on, talk about a couple bets and props that I like. Enter a couple of Super Bowl drafts on Underdog with you guys. And J-Dubs, I'm glad we hopped into another best ball draft together. Nonetheless, a great stream. I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out and talking football, talking a little bit of fantasy football, and just enjoying part of Super Bowl Sunday with me here on the channel. So, I appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys, man. Love this community. Love the Catch fam. I can't believe that our season coming to a conclusion. It's a bittersweet feeling. Nonetheless, it's been an incredible season with you guys here at the channel. I appreciate everything that you guys have done for the community and the streams and channel. What's the word I'm looking for? The content is not going anywhere. We've got all kinds of things planned. I might take a day or 2 off after the Super Bowl, but I don't know. It's so hard for me at this point in my life, with the way my schedule is, to not just hop on and at least do a stream a couple times a night. So we've got all kinds of Dynasty content coming. Lots to prepare for our 2 Catch Fam Dynasty leagues. I've got all kinds of things worked up. We got Madden streams. We're going to be able to literally draft on Underdog all off season long. So there is literally no reason why we won't have streams and content creation going. So all kinds of things planned for you guys. I'm super excited for the off season, but yeah, season's ending tonight. So it's been a great year. Appreciate you guys, man. Love you guys. Love this community so much, and I hope everyone enjoys the Super Bowl and has a fantastic night. With that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening, and remember, you saw it here on The Catch.